Nobody talks about the disabled rights to the climate crisis, and we are facing the climate crisis in every part of the world. Nepal is facing even more than that. My hometown is the western part of the Himalayan region. My village was in the middle of the forest. Being a part of indigenous community, I was always connected with the nature. But as time passes, those things are getting changed. The mountain becoming slowly dark and not smiling, and other rivers or forests are not singing like they used to sing when I was childhood. Now we are facing the huge water crisis in the rural areas. Those impacts, especially the indigenous community, and inside the indigenous also there are people with disabilities, and we are the most vulnerable people. For example, we have a heavy rainfall, then we get a sudden flood. We get early warning system. The flood is coming in your community. Go to the safe place. But all those early warning system, they are not disabled friendly, because how big loud noise of a siren can be heard by the deaf person, or the text messages on your phone can be read by the blind people. And another thing is that all our infrastructure are not disabled friendly. They cannot move, they cannot take their wheelchair easily any place, anywhere. And the problem is these are also not mentioned in the policy, these are not also mentioned in the rescue plan. I just think, how can I advocate for the climate change and disability? Being a person with disability, I had never been advocate for the disabled rights, because we have so much stereotype in the Nepal. Now we are doing the few projects to sensitize the people about why the disabled community should be included in the climate discourse. We are also collaborating with NGOs, even with the local governments, how they can collaborate with disabled community to prepare the action plan. We are just doing our effort as much as we can, making the climate action more accessible, like during the meetings, bringing the language interpreter so the deaf people can also learn what is being discussed. Event like COP is a more huge event. They are not easily accessible to the disabled people. In the COP27, that were the issue I have talked about. The COP28 was my third COP, and they are more disabled friendly than the previous COP. We should move together for the climate action, including all those intersecting issues. We need a collaboration between the global north and global south, so that we can break that stereotype that disabled communities don't only talk about the disabled right, they also talk about the climate. And they are not only the victim, they can also be the contributor in the climate action.